I was sitting in a Starbucks when the email came through. Subject line, "Don't bother looking for us." I opened it. "Nathan, by the time you read this, Jason and I are in Maui. We took the money from your investment accounts. All $1.8 million. Consider it payback for the 6 years I wasted on you. Enjoy being broke. Claire. My wife. My best friend since college." I read it twice. Set my phone down. Took a sip of coffee. Didn't feel anger. Didn't feel panic. Just nothing. See, I work in wealth management. Been doing it for 12 years. You spend that long handling other people's money, you learn something important. Most people don't understand how money actually works. Where it sits. How it moves. What's real and what's just a number on a screen. Claire had seen my account statements. She knew some passwords. Thought she knew where everything was. Jason used to work at the bank. He helped me set up a few accounts years ago when we were still close. They thought they had it all figured out. They were wrong. I forwarded the email to my lawyer with one line, "Start the paperwork." Then I waited. Took 2 days. My phone rang at 11 p.m. Jason's number. I answered. His voice was shaking. "Nathan, whose money did we just take?" Met Claire 7 years ago at a fundraiser in San Francisco. She worked in PR for some tech company. Sure. Pretty. Good at talking to people. We got married 14 months later. Looking back, that was fast. But I was 31. Tired of the dating scene. She felt like a good match. Jason was my best man. Known him since we were 19. College roommates. He got me my first real job after graduation. We did everything together. Tahoe trips, golf on Sundays, fantasy football every fall. After the wedding, he came over all the time. 2-3 times a week. Claire would cook. We'd drink beer and watch games. She said she liked having him around. Said it made the house feel less empty when I worked late. I didn't think anything of it. About 8 months ago, things shifted. Claire got distant. Started going to the gym more. New clothes. Came home later than usual. I asked if something was wrong. She said she was fine. Just stressed with work. Jason stopped coming around as much. Said he was busy. New girlfriend. Needed space. Made sense at the time. Last month, Claire asked about my accounts. Casual. Over breakfast. "How much do we actually have saved?" I told her. Showed her the statements. She nodded. Smiled. Kissed me on the cheek. Just wanted to know we're secure. 2 weeks later, she was gone. And so was Jason. I didn't answer Jason right away. Let him sit there in the silence. "Nathan, please. We need to know whose accounts those were." "Why does it matter?" I kept my voice flat. "Come." "Because," he stopped. I heard Claire in the background. Frantic. Saying something I couldn't make out. "Because what?" "Because we can't access the money. It's locked. And there's some kind of flag on the accounts. The bank called us. They're asking questions." I took a breath. "What kind of questions?" "About where the funds came from. About authorization." "Nathan, they're saying this might be..." His voice dropped. "They're saying it looks like fraud." I leaned back in my chair. That's weird." "Weird?" "Man, they're talking about freezing everything. They mentioned the FBI." "The FBI? Wow. Nathan, please. Just tell us, whose money is this?" I let the silence stretch. Claire grabbed the phone. "Nathan, stop playing games. We need answers. You took $1.8 million from accounts you thought were mine. They had your name on them. Some of them did." I paused. "The others belonged to my clients." Dead silence. "What?" "You stole from my clients, Claire. Retirement accounts. Trust funds. People I manage money for. That's not marital property. That's federal wire fraud." Her voice went small. "You're lying. Check the account names again. Read them carefully this time." The line went quiet. Then I heard her start to cry. Jason came back on the line. "You set us up." "No. You set yourselves up." I stood and walked to the window. "I just didn't stop you. This is insane. You thought you were stealing my money. Instead you stole from a dozen different people. Retirees. A widow. A veteran with a disability trust. We didn't know. You didn't ask." I kept my voice level. "You just saw dollar signs and took it." Claire was screaming now in the background. I couldn't make out the words. Jason's breathing got heavy. "What do we do?" "You return the money. Today. Every cent. We already spent some of it. The flights. The hotel. We put down first and last on a rental house. Then you better figure it out fast. Because the bank's already filing a report. My lawyer's already involved. And if that money isn't back in those accounts by tomorrow morning, you're both looking at federal charges. Silence. Nathan, come on. We go back years. You're my best friend. Was. Please. We'll pay you back. We'll do whatever. I don't want your money, Jason. I want you gone. What does that mean? It means you return what you stole. You sign the divorce papers my lawyer sends. And you disappear. If I ever see either of you again, I'm pressing charges anyway. I hung up. The phone rang again immediately. I turned it off. The money was back in the accounts by noon the next day. All of it. Wire transfers from some bank in Honolulu. My lawyer called to confirm. They moved fast. They were motivated. The bank's still asking questions. They want to know if you're filing a police report. Tell them no. Tell them it was a misunderstanding. Account access error. It's been resolved. He paused. Nathan, they committed a serious crime. You could. I know what I could do. I'm choosing not to. Why? Because I don't need them in prison. I need them out of my life. He didn't push it. Smart guy. The divorce papers came back signed 2 days later. Claire didn't ask for anything. No settlement. No split. Just her signature and a notary stamp. Jason sent one text. I'm sorry. I deleted it. Didn't hear from either of them for 3 weeks. Then Claire's sister Amy called me. We'd always gotten along. She was the reasonable one in that family. Nathan, I need to tell you something. Okay. Claire's a mess. She's back home staying with our parents. Won't leave her room. Jason's gone radio silent. Nobody knows where he is. That's not my problem anymore, Amy. I know. I needed you to know she's not okay. She made her choice. Long pause. She did. And I'm not asking you to forgive her. But there's something else. What? She's pregnant. I didn't say anything for a long time. Amy waited. How far along? 3 months. Maybe 4. I did the math in my head. Timeline matched up. Could be mine. Could be Jason's. Does Jason know? She won't tell him. Won't tell anyone who the father is. Then that's her problem to solve. Nathan. No. I cut her off. I'm not doing this. She doesn't get to drop that on me now. Not after what she did. I understand. I just thought you should know. Fine. Now I know. I hung up. Sat there staring at the wall. A kid. Maybe mine. Maybe not. Part of me wanted to know. The other part wanted nothing to do with any of it. I called my lawyer back. The divorce is final, right? Signed and filed. Just waiting on the judge. Should be done in 6 weeks. Can she come back later? For anything? Child support? Paternity? He got quiet. Is there something you need to tell me? Just answer the question. If she's pregnant and claims it's yours, she can file for paternity and support. The divorce doesn't change that. Even after what she did? Even after. Biology doesn't care about fraud. I thanked him and hung up. Pulled up my messages. Scrolled to Claire's name. Typed, Amy told me. Is it mine? Stared at it for 5 minutes. Deleted it. Put the phone down. Some questions don't need answers. 2 months went by. Didn't hear from Claire. Didn't hear from Jason. Didn't hear from Amy again either. Work kept me busy. That helped. I buried myself in client meetings and portfolio reviews. Easier than thinking about the mess I left behind. Then one afternoon my assistant buzzed me. Someone here to see you. Says it's personal. Who? Jason Torres. I should have said no. Should have had security walk him out. Send him in. He looked terrible. Lost weight. Dark circles under his eyes. Hadn't shaved in days. He sat down across from me without asking. I know you don't want to see me. Then why are you here? Because Claire told me. About the baby. I didn't respond. She says it's mine. He looked at the floor. But she's not sure. And you want what? A paternity test? My blessing? I want to know if you're going to be in the kid's life. Because if you are, I'm out. I can't do this if you're around. I leaned back. You can't do this? You're the one who ran off with my wife. I know. And I'm not asking you to forgive me. I'm just asking what you're going to do. I looked at him. Really looked at him. He wasn't here to apologize. He was here to make sure I stayed away. You want me gone so you can play house with her? I want to know where we stand. I stood up. We don't stand anywhere, Jason. We're done. The baby's not my problem. Neither is she. You want them? They're yours. Jason didn't move. Just sat there looking at me. That's it? You're just walking away? What did you expect? You want me to fight for her? For a kid that might not even be mine? I shook my head. I'm not interested. She made a mistake, Nathan. We both did. A mistake is forgetting an anniversary. You don't accidentally steal $2 million and run to Hawaii. He stood up. Fine. I just wanted to hear you say it. Now you have. Get out. He walked to the door. Stopped. For what it's worth, I am sorry. About all of it. You're sorry you got caught. He didn't argue. Just left. I sat back down. Looked out the window at the city. Part of me thought I'd feel something. Anger. Regret. Loss. I didn't. The divorce finalized 3 weeks later. Claire signed away everything. No contact. No claims. Clean break. I heard through Amy she had a boy. 7 pounds. Healthy. She named him after Jason's father. That told me everything I needed to know. I sold the house 6 months later. Too many memories. Bought a place in No Valley. Smaller. Quieter. Started dating again eventually. Took it slow this time. Someone asked me once if I ever think about what happened. About Claire and Jason and the money. I do. Sometimes. But mostly I think about how easy it is to believe you know someone. And how much easier it is to be wrong.